Hello and welcome to another video. You all know what game this is, Manchester United's recent dismal showing against Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final. I'm perplexed, I'm disappointed, and I'm absolutely emotionally exhausted having watched that semi-final. What was that? Absolutely pathetic from Manchester United. We went into an FA Cup semi-final heavily rotated, well not heavily rotated. We changed the system, we changed the players, understood they were tired. Completely understandable. However, going into that game, you'd expect a little bit of fight, a little bit of want, desire to win. Go into the final, make the fans proud, make yourselves as players proud, win your first piece of silverware under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But what we saw every time we got the ball, which was very little in the first half, we did absolutely nothing with it. We got the ball, we passed it sideways, we passed it backwards, we tried to move forward, we get pressed off it. I don't understand. When you're being pressed so heavily, look more direct. Manchester United utilised the same system we did against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge and Manchester City in the derby that we won. Both games we won. You know why? Because we were brave to play the ball over the top into our pacey forwards. Daniel James and Marcus Rashford were on the pitch. They can utilise the space in behind the defence perfectly well if we play the ball there. We did not do that until the second half where Bruno Fernandes released an early ball to Rashford, and guess what? He nearly scored. Why didn't we do this throughout the first half? It is boggling my mind. I don't know why. Why didn't we try more? We didn't look like we want to be there. So much talk about the mentality from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Paul Pogba, David De Gea, Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford. You see them talking in interviews. They want to win. They have the winning mentality. They sound like they want to win. But I didn't see that on the pitch. I saw a lack of effort. I saw sloppy football. Whenever the likes of Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof got the ball, did they look forward? No, they looked straight to the wing-backs because the central area were blocked off. And as soon as it went to our wing-backs, Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Brendan Williams, they get pressed off the ball easily. They pick up the wrong pass. Because Chelsea employed a system that utilized the wings so well to the point where the areas were congested every time we tried to push forward. We looked toothless on the wings. Brendan Williams and Aaron Wan-Bissaka offered nothing going forward. Absolutely nothing. And it's a horrible showing from both of them. I do not understand what the rationale was for us to continuously build up from our wingbacks when they got pressed off the ball every single time. I still don't understand till now. It really, really doesn't make any sense to me. Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, they considered ball-playing centre-backs. I did not see ball-playing centre-backs. I saw overrated, average, mediocre defending from supposed modern defenders. It was pathetic, really. Victor Lindelof, half at fault for the first goal. Harry Maguire scoring an own goal. You're a captain, Harry Maguire. I understand you're tired. You played game after game after game. You played every minute in the Premier League for us. Completely understandable as to why you'd be feeling exhausted after so many games. Yes, I understand that. But you're the captain. Speak on the pitch. Where's the communication? Where's the fiery motivation? I didn't see that from any player. There's a distinct lack of desire to win that match. We went into an FA Cup semi-final without the desire to win. How can you be playing in a cup competition, willing to push for the final without even wanting to win it? I don't understand. It just, till now, it really doesn't sit right with me what that performance was. Manchester United were absolutely pathetic. We let Chelsea get the ball from the first minute. We let them dictate the play from the first minute. We let them play in our half for the first minute. Really? In an FA Cup semi-final, the oldest cup competition in the world. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first chance of silverware in his managerial career at Manchester United. And we do that. Even in the second half, we brought on our supposed better players. Every time we tried to get the ball forward, again, we lost it. Too sloppy, too sluggish in possession. We need to quicken the pace. The pace was too slow every time building up from the back. We let Chelsea press us easily because we were moving the ball so damn slowly. It still angers me now to watch that over and over again. Losing the ball, losing the ball, losing the ball. No game plan whatsoever. No system. The only player on the pitch, I could say, who had a half-decent performance was Bruno Fernandes. He was the only one where things came off. He was the one bringing the ball forward. His overall play was brilliant. His passing was, as usual, very, very good. But he can't do it all by himself. Because the balls to him were so shit. Completely honest. Lindelof got forward well at times, but we got stuck. We didn't know what to do when we come up against a Chelsea defender. It really, really was poor game management. We let Chelsea easily dominate us because they exploited our wings so easily. They had at least 3 players out wide at one time, and that's how they scored 2 of their goals. The first goal, 3 players, Azpilicueta, James and Willian, all clogging up our right hand side. The ball into the box, easy, space to cross in. Same with the third goal, space on the left hand side. Ball into the box, goal. It was pathetic. We didn't even shore it up, even after conceding a textbook goal when coming up against that kind of formation. We didn't do anything. Time and time again you saw Azpilicueta or Willian getting down our flanks and crossing into the box. Where was the planning? Where was the game management? I don't understand. I don't completely blame Ole. I blame the players a lot for this. Where was the passion? Where was the desire? I did not see any of that at all. In an FA Cup semi-final. Semi-final. It's not your average match. It's a game that can potentially win you a trophy in the future. And you showed such a lackadaisical behavior. Don't get me started with David De Gea. David De Gea has been our best servant post-Fergie, no doubt about that. Our best player, saving us countless times under Mourinho, under Van Gaal, under Moyes, making save after save. But this game was one of many performances where he failed. He failed to show why he deserves to be in the starting lineup. He fails to show why he's the highest earning goalkeeper in the league. The first goal, textbook save for De Gea. He'd easily palm it away with his hand or his feet, but he lets it bundle into the back of the net. Pathetically. That's not what you come to expect from one of the best goalkeepers in the world. That's not what you come to expect from David De Gea. And yet we saw that. And the second goal. That is a textbook save. That's a tame shot from Mason Mount, released straight into the path of David De Gea, to bend down to his left. And he still let it go into the back of the net. It perplexes my mind. What has happened to him? He's fallen off a cliff. I've been one of his most staunch supporters. Time and time again, people called him bang average. People called him overrated. They called him past it. I stood by and said, David De Gea still is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. But it just feels as if something's not right up here. It doesn't feel like he's pushing himself to improve on a game-by-game basis. I do not see him wanting to succeed more at the top level. It feels as if he's giving up. How can David De Gea give up when Manchester United still have so much to play for, not just this season, but in the seasons to come? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has a real decision on his hands. Whether to start Dean Henderson next season and bin David De Gea. It really is a huge decision to make. But if he's doing that game after game, then they have no other choice. I understand a lot of people are going to say, you owe him loyalty for what he's done. You owe him that. I completely understand if you say that. But Manchester United are building to become yet again a top club, to return to the heights that we experienced under Sir Alex Ferguson, be one of the most successful teams not only in England but in the world. And let me tell you what top clubs do. Do top clubs look on sentimentality? Do they think, oh, this player, they achieved this in the past, therefore we should keep them, even if they're shit now? Do top clubs do that? Honestly, no. Let me give you the best example of a top club. Bayern Munich. They're one of the best teams in the world. One of the best well-run clubs in the world. You look at the players they've let go over the past few years. Bastian Schweinsteiger, Mats Hummels, Arjen Robben, Frank Ribery. These are fantastic servants. They've achieved everything there was to achieve. Winning the Champions League, German title after German title, the Bundesliga domination is what they achieved. And did they rely on sentimentality to decide their fates? No. The answer is clearly no. When they were shown to be past it, when they were shown to decline, they were let go of. Suffering from injuries due to the latter stages of their career, you're let go of. This is what top clubs do. They are ruthless. They are cutthroat when it comes to making decisions on player selection. Another argument to further rationale what I'm saying. Sir Alex Ferguson, would he have settled for sentimentality when deciding on the fate of David De Gea? Would he have settled for the mediocre or below mediocre performances David De Gea has been performing for the past year and a half? Would he? Quite clearly no. The best example of how ruthless Sir Alex Ferguson is. You look at his treatment of Roy Keane towards the latter stages of that man's career. Roy Keane was our captain, leader, legend. He led us to title after title, victory in the Champions League in 1999. Without him, we would have never reached that final in Barcelona. And yet, when he was shown to have gone down from the quality that he had, we let him go. The fiery personality, the influence on the pitch, the resolute mentality of Roy Keane, let go of just like that when you were shown not to be good enough for the club. Chucked off to Scotland for Celtic. That is what Sir Alex Ferguson does. He doesn't care, even if it broke the relationship up till now. He does not care. Further examples. Mark Hughes, Dwight York, Andy Cole, Teddy Sheringham even, the man that helped equalize the goal in Barcelona against Bayern Munich. He let them go even when they were club legends. He didn't care about sentimentality. He doesn't care about what they did in the past. He only cared about what they were to contribute to the here and now, or even in the future. If they couldn't perform to a top quality level in those times, then they're gone. That is how ruthless Sir Alex Ferguson was. That is how we managed to maintain our status as one of the best clubs in the world under Sir Alex Ferguson. And we cannot settle for mediocrity. David De Gea has made mistake after mistake. We can give him chance after chance. We can say, oh, he's just having a bad spell of form. But this bad spell of form has lasted since the 2018 World Cup. In 2 years already. Come on, get a grip. David De Gea has been the top servant. I'm not denying that. I loved him. He was fantastic, phenomenal. Making save after save. Absolutely delightful to watch in the past. But he's just showing that he's slipping, he's falling off a cliff from his heavy heights, dizzying heights of being one of the best goalkeepers there ever was. One of the best goalkeepers in Premier League history. He's just fallen from that height. I'm sorry, Dave. I truly am. You've contributed so much to Manchester United. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. And that's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's decision. At the end of the day, I will respect it either way, and I hope David De Gea proves me wrong. I would also like to comment on Eric Bailly. I truly hope he's okay. Truly. Because he suffered a horrible double collision. First against Zuma, then against Harry Maguire. And now I believe he's hospitalized after he had to be taken off on an oxygen tank. I feel really bad for Bailly. Even in the game, he played decently, When passing forward, he actually broke the lines a couple times compared to Maguire, looking sideways. Bailly is a very talented player. Supremely talented defender. I truly thought he would be leading the line in the defense for years to come. Unfortunately, he's been riddled with injuries. I hope he can return in the future, but I truly feel sorry for him. I hope he's okay. I hope he can come back and continue to contribute for Manchester United and return to the form he showed under Mourinho in his first season. Overall, of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I truly hope he gave that team an absolute rollicking. He absolutely gave it to them. I really hope he bursted at that performance because that was pathetic. 3-1 in an FA Cup semi-final with no desire to win, no determination to try. For themselves, they let themselves down, not just the manager, not just the fans, they let themselves down. That's the worst part about this performance. They showed absolutely no application to try and win, and that's pathetic. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think he has the right mentality to take us forward. It's only a matter of how ruthless he can get. He's proven that he has a mean streak after letting go Alexis Sanchez and Romelu Lukaku in the summer. But now, he has to go back to the drawing board and rethink why we perform so poorly. We still have 2 games to go and we need to achieve that top 4 really badly. We have games to go against West Ham and Leicester. We're level on points with Leicester. Level on goal difference with Leicester. If we don't get into the top 4, real questions have to be asked about this Manchester United squad. About their application on the pitch. About their capability on the pitch. I'm tired of giving chances to not only David De Gea, but Victor Lindelof was poor. He might have got forward a couple of times, but he was truly at fault as well for the first goal in terms of his marking of his man. Harry Maguire, £80 million for him, was it worth it? No, he has improved the overall quality of our defense, but he makes so many mistakes for what you consider a top level defender. We need to go back to the drawing board and we need to improve. Truly, if we do not improve, we're going to be left in the dust by our rivals, because I'm seeing the progression being made by the likes of Chelsea, by the likes of Arsenal. Man City are going to be wanting to spend more and more money. If we were to have any hope, we need to throw away the mentality we showed against Chelsea. What was that? They need to be asking real questions to themselves. How they're going to progress to the next level if they're going to produce those sort of performances on a week-by-week basis. I truly believed we turned the corner. I truly believed we'd morphed from the team that we showed ourselves to be under the likes of David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, even Jose Mourinho. I thought we moved past that, but that performance was a rude awakening. That the mentality that we've shown post-Fergie is still truly there within the core of this team. We need to shake that off if we are going to return to the dizzying heights that we showed, winning Premier League titles, challenging for Europe. I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be successful with United, one way or another. But those players, what they showed to me, I don't know if they have what it takes. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying the specific individuals that underperformed. Individuals that have shown mistake after mistake this season and seasons prior. Victor Lindelof, of course. I mentioned David De Gea. Fred had a poor showing. I don't know what happened to Fred. Fred was poor. He didn't win the ball back properly, as you would expect from Fred, and he failed to progress the ball meaningfully. Again, we have 2 games to go against West Ham and Leicester, and we really need to destroy those teams. We need to trounce them, flatten them when we play them, really set the marker to prove that this game was a fluke. It better have been a fluke, because if it wasn't, Manchester United need true surgery on this team. Anyways, I'm a bit tired of speaking about this game. I'm just gonna end this video here. Goodbye.